Good morning, class 8. How are you guys doing? I guess you all are doing great, fine. Rocking strong and happy with all your festivals going on. You finished your Durga Puja, you had your Kali Puja, your Diwali, I mean. And then now your most important festival of Bihar is your Chhat Puja, the festival of the sun god. And enjoy yourselves, have fun, and may God bless all of you and your whole family around during this Chhat Puja, and wish you all best of luck and prosperity and happiness and safety. So, but at the same time, I have come, it must be boring for you, but I don't have an option. We have to continue studies as well. So, today we are on SSC again, and we'll be doing what do you say, minerals and power resources on page 135 of geography. So we are done with natural resources, natural vegetation and wildlife. So today will be the fourth chapter. Agriculture is already done, the fifth chapter. So we'll hit on chapter 4, and then we'll do 6. Then we have 7, 8, 9, 10 as per. Then we have the judiciary, the police and the courts, the marginalization, the marginalization and social justice, untouchability, a social evil, government for development. Then we are done. So that's basically one, and that's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3, 10 chapters left. So we'll be doing it very shortly as I get, because I have only 2 days of SSC, rest are all English. So SSC will take a bit time. So, but I'll make sure that I can go ahead and solve your issues. So today we are on natural resources. That's on page minerals and natural resources. We'll go to page 135, right? 136. So if we are on the same page, it's going to be better. Extraction of minerals. Rocks and minerals make up the same kind of things, and how is it to be taken? So that we have to decide and understand, right? So mineral and power resources. Okay. So I'll just read some part and then we'll start. I'll just give a brief explanation and rest you are going to do. Okay. So that's your job, and we'll start with it and finish. Oh, we have a Mahatma Gandhi's picture also in your book, right? It's free of cost. I've never seen it. I always read Mahatma Gandhi. Impressions of Gandhi. You might well ask for someone's impression of the Himalayas. Generations to come, it may be, will scarce believe that such a one as this ever in flesh and blood walked upon this earth, by Albert Einstein. The fire of Satyagraha had been kindled in the temple or ashram where Mahatma Gandhi is the highest priest or guru. Sarojini Naidu. Rabindranath Tagore wrote, Mahatma Gandhi stood at the door of India's destitute millions, clad as one of themselves, speaking to them in their own language. Who else is so unreservedly accepted the vast masses of Indian people as his flesh and blood? When Mahatma Gandhi came back to India from South Africa. Wonderful person. Anyways, I didn't like him. Personal point of view. Minerals and power resources. Rocks and minerals are made of the earth's crust, as we know. All rocks are composed of one or more mineral rocks. Rocks do not have a definite chemical composition, while minerals have a definite chemical composition. The minerals in the rocks provide us with metals and chemicals. The amount of minerals present in a rock vary greatly. A rock which has a large concentration of a particular mineral is called the ore of that mineral. We have copper ore, we have iron ore. So minerals are non-living substances, solid substances which are concentrated in a particular area or rock formation. A mineral may or may not be commercially useful. We know that iron is found in most rocks, but it is mined only in those regions where it occurs as ores. Minerals have the following characteristics. They are unevenly distributed over the earth's surface. They are mixed up with a large variety of impurities. The mineral resources are exhaustible. It can exhaust, it can finish. The mineral resources of the earth have been exploited and used since prehistoric times. Minerals have played an important role in the history of human civilizations. Civilization. Therefore, various stages of human development have been named after minerals, such as the Stone Age, marked at the time when humans made weapons and implements from stones. Copper was probably the first metal that humans learned to mine, and with its use began the Copper Age. In the Bronze Age, humans developed a stronger and more durable metal by mixing copper and tin, which is called bronze. After 3000 years ago, about 3000 years ago, the Bronze Age was replaced by the Iron Age. Even the Iron Age has been replaced by the Steel Age in modern times. The search for precious minerals took humans to the remotest part of the earth. What charmed him most was perhaps their luster or shine. During the last 200 years, great progress has been made in the discovery and extraction and utilization of mineral resources. Types of minerals. At present, there are more than 3000 known minerals. A mineral can be classified on the basis of its physical and chemical properties, that is, its composition and what can it be used for. On the basis of composition, minerals are broadly classified into metallic and non-metallic. Okay. So metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are basically found as ores. We get metals such as iron, gold and copper from metallic minerals. Most of the metallic minerals are found in igneous and metamorphic rocks. These minerals are hard and have luster. The metallic minerals can be further divided into two types, ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous minerals contain iron like iron ore, manganese and chromite. The non-ferrous minerals do not contain iron but may contain some other metals such as copper, silver, lead and gold. Basic information. Then we have the extraction of minerals, distribution of minerals, and we have Asia. What is there in Asia? What is there in South Africa? What is there in Africa, South America? These you have to learn yourselves. Then Australia, Antarctica, India, and what are power resources? Then we have the petroleum in power resources, natural gas, hydel power, nuclear energy. Then we have the solar energy, the non-conventional sources, geothermal energy, tidal energy, biogas, wind energy, conservation of mineral and power resources. How do we conserve them? Because it's exhaustible, it can finish. And we are using it at a very high and rapid speed. So, non-metallic minerals do not have metals in them. They include nitrate, sulfur, potash, salt and coal. Petroleum and coal are used for fuel as sources of power. Therefore, they are also called mineral fuels. Non-metallic minerals are usually found in sedimentary rocks. You have read about rocks, so you should come to know. I will not explain you rocks now. Extraction of minerals. Minerals are extracted from the earth. The method of taking out minerals from rocks buried under the earth's surface is called mining, like coal mining. The method used for mineral extraction depends upon the depth at which the mineral occurs. When mineral ores occur near the surface, they are simply dug out. This is called quarrying. Simple digging is done by a JCB or a hydra or a dozer or anything, or a driller. It's done. When mineral ores are located at a shallow depth, they can be taken out by removing the surface layer. This is called open pit or open cast mining. If you have seen the movie Gunde, they have shown our West Bengal, the open cast minings of the place's name I'm forgetting. That place the shooting had gone. They remove the earth's surface. They become a very big hole goes underneath. So even small, huge dumpers look like this. That's an open cast. They open it up and they go down. Some mineral deposits occur at great depths. A shaft has to be dug to reach the minerals. Such a mine is called a shaft mine. A shaft mine has many underground chambers. The miners use lifts to reach these chambers. That's for basically made for coal mining. Shafts are made. Then we have some mineral deposits occur at great depths. We told the shaft mine. A shaft mine has many underground chambers. The miners use lifts to reach these chambers. Okay. Deep wells are dug to extract oil and natural gas. This process of digging wells and extracting mineral oil is known as drilling. They drill into the water. we have in the seaways, mostly in the sea and river parts, but mostly drilling, oil drilling is done in the sea areas. Distribution of minerals. Minerals are unevenly distributed over the surface of the earth. Rich and adequate mineral deposits are found only in selected places. However, due to extensive mining, most of rich mineral deposits have either been exhausted or are on the verge of exhaustion. Minerals are found in insufficient quantities are not worth mining. Due to the high cost of extraction, let us learn about the distribution of minerals in different continents. When there is less minerals, why should I dig? Because it's going to cost me for digging and labor, everything includes, right? So that's what it is all about. Asia, you will read about what does Asia and all have. North America, you're going to do those readings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a basic explanation in the next video so that we come to know what is the basic idea about it. Okay. So see you in the next video.